Hi guys, it's Hannah and welcome back to another video. Now today's video is going to be an unhaul. I went through my books last night and decided which ones I was going to keep or which ones I was going to get rid of. I have my coffee, which is burning my hands because I've just made it, and we're going to go through all of these books that I'm going to get rid of. I'm not going to go into the synopsis. I'm probably just going to give you a quick reason why I'm getting rid of it. More often than not, it'll be because either I didn't like it, which is rare, or I just don't think I'm going to reread them. Or in the case of one or two, I don't think I will read them. So let's just get on with it. So in the first box, I have a manga. I have Spice and Wolf Volume 1. Volume 2 is somewhere in the box. It's a case of just not going to reread it. I have the entire Harry Potter collection in French from a misguided attempt to read them in French to remind myself of the language. So I'm not going to show you all of them. We have a Steampunk Anthology by a couple of different authors. Loved it, just not going to reread it. I don't really like short stories. Again, that's the case for The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night by Jen Campbell and Fragile Things by Neil Gaiman. We have Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera. Didn't really like this one that much, but it is a... Is it signed? No, I don't think it's signed. Because I did get this in a subscription box. We have two of the DC Icons books. We have Superman by Matt De La Pena and Batman by Marie Lu. Just enjoyed them, just don't think I'll reread them. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm more Marvel than DC. We have Rainbow Rowell's Wayward Son. I hated this book, so I will not be carrying on with the series, but I am keeping Carry On. And then we have Volume 2 of Spice and Wolf. Then last in that little box here is just the Harry Potter French editions. We'll do this box here because it's right in front of me. So a spilled coffee. That's why I put them in travel cups. We have an arc of Wicked As You Wish by Rin Chapeko. I did enjoy it, just not interested in rereading it or getting the finished copy. We have another manga. I tried with manga. I can't get on with it. But this is A Fruit Basket, Collector's Edition Volume 1. Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I did enjoy it, I just felt it was a bit confusing. Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I do like a good Alice in Wonderland retelling, but this one just doesn't do it. Maybe it's because it's a villain origin rather than anything else. We have Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. We have The Girl the Sea Gave Back somewhere as well. We have two of the Twisted Disney books. We have As Old as Time and Once Upon a Dream. Read them, they were fun, just don't think I'll reread them. And my battery is flashing, so we'll plug you in. Now we have a bit of an awkward camera angle, but it's the best I can do. So we have the two Twisted Disney books. Then we have The Luminaries by Elna Catton. I love this, it's just so big, I don't think I'll reread it. It wasn't a bad book. None of these are bad books apart from maybe Wayward Son, and I just got a wayward camera. Ha ha ha. because I've got it plugged in and the wire is very short. But yeah, on to the next box I should say. We have The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. I just don't get on with her writing. She has great premises, but something is just lacking in the delivery for me personally. We have Chocolat by Joanne Harris. Cute little romance, just don't think I'll reread it. 2 volumes of A Fairy Tale. Again, just can't get on with manga. We have Dracula. Loved it, just not going to reread it because it's a hard book to read. Then we have some Philippa Gregory books. We have The Red Queen, The White Queen, and The Taming of the Queen. Not going to reread these. I actually didn't like them that much, but I am keeping The Other Bowling Girl. I love that and regularly reread that. So now we have a box here, which is probably the biggest of the lot. This is the one book I haven't read that I don't think I will, and that is Nephilim by John and Carol Barrowman. I actually think this is a sequel, and I have no interest in finding the first book or reading this anymore, which is a shame because it has been on my TBR a very long time. We have a copy of The Hate U Give. Now, this one I'm only getting rid of because my sister also has a copy. And then we have Once and Future and Sword in the Stars by Amy Rose Capetta and Colin McCarthy. Don't think I'm going to reread these. They were fun, they were full of inclusivity and diversity. I just don't think I'm going to reread them. We have Paper Towns by John Green. Again, just don't think I'm going to reread it. We have an old copy of the Writers and Artists Yearbook for 2013. Clues in the title, that one. It's a bit outdated. And I do have 2021 up there. Alright, we have The Shadows Between Us by Fish Levenseller, the gorgeous Fairy Loot edition. But I'm not gonna reread this. The ending really put me off a bit. I didn't like how it ended. It just felt a little bit out of character. Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. Just enjoyed it, just not going to reread. We have Law by Alexandra Bracken. Again, this is the gorgeous Fairy Loot edition. And this book fell flat for me. There was something about it that just didn't hit the mark. Whether it's her writing or her execution, I'm not sure, but I'm just not going to reread that one. We have Fable by Adrienne Young, and as I've said, I don't get on with her writing. I'm, dare I say, bored the whole way through reading it. I'm just waiting for something to happen, and I personally don't get that payoff. And then we have New Voices of Fantasy, edited by Peter S. Beagle and Jacob Weissman. Again, it's a short story collection. I don't tend to read anthologies very much. And we have Stardust by Neil Gaiman. It's cute, it's short, but I'm not going to reread this. I actually prefer the film a lot more. Then we have 2 of She Who Must Not Be Named books. We have J.K. Rowling's The Casual Vacancy and The Cursed Child Screenplay Part 1 and 2. Now, I'm not getting rid of my Harry Potter books, unless it's the French editions at the beginning of the video, but I'm not getting rid of my copies because they hold too much nostalgia. And I know J.K. Rowling has said some awful things about people, about trans people, and we're not going to get into this on this video, but I have long since disassociated the writer with the books, and I will reread the Harry Potter books, but if that does make anybody uncomfortable, I won't talk about my experience with the books or do any reviews or anything like that. may say them occasionally in a vlog, but I'm not going to give them the screen time. It's interesting going through these books because I did save quite a few. I saved Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I think the first time I read that it's probably my fault, but I was expecting something a little bit more action-packed, with it being a fantasy, but it's a fairy tale inspired fantasy, so it's a lot slower, and the writing, while I thought it was slow, I didn't appreciate it for the beauty. I had that same experience with A Deadly Education as well, but I did enjoy A Deadly Education a little bit more because I know it's the start of a series. And I also saved The Girl Who Saved the King of Sweden by Jonas Jonasson, and The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I think they were the only ones I saved from the Unhaul. But I am hoping to do twice yearly unhauls because, as you can tell from the bookshelf, this one, I'm having to stack vertically. I have a one here which is also being stacked horizontally, which is also being stacked horizontally and holds mainly my Fairy Loot, Luma Crate, or special hardbacks. And then you can't see it because there's a bed in the way. But there's another one in the corner that is a DVD/media rack shelf unit thing that is masquerading as another bookshelf, which holds mainly my Terry Pratchett and Lord of the Rings books because they are little mass market paperbacks, and it does have a few paperbacks and shorter hardbacks in there as well. So if there are any books that you love that I'm getting rid of, I do apologise. I'm just having to be conscious of space. And if you are interested in any of the books that I'm getting rid of, drop me a comment on this video or message me on Instagram. My social media links are always linked below, and we'll see what we can do about giving these books to a new home. I'm not sure if I'd be selling them, but if you do want to buy them off me, again, just drop me a comment down below or message me on Instagram and I'll see what I can do. But now I have to put these back. Oh, and I had a brilliant brainwave last night while I was sorting out these books. This is an empty box that I think used to live in my chest of drawers or shelving unit thing, and I'm going to use it for Unhaul books, just somewhere to store them until I have a decent amount to take to the charity shop or do another Unhaul. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. If you like it, give it a like. If you want to see more of my face talking about books, hit that subscribe button. I try to post videos Monday and Friday, so twice a week. Mondays are usually a vlog unless I have another accident where I lose the vlog footage, which has happened once. And Fridays are normally just wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, unhauls, or anything else that I just fancy talking about. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.